Christina, Anna, thank you so much for joining me. I'm very excited about this episode. You can listen to it all the time if you want to hear the best accents ever. I'm sure you get that a lot. Well, I know, we work with Ben too, so we're blessed to have the New Zealand and now. So thank you so much for being here. You're the two founders of ShowMyProperty. Great business, great reputation. I used to use you when I was on the operator side. Loved working with your team. Tell us about yourselves and about your company.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So essentially, we are content creators for anywhere in the sort of life cycle of an apartment. So whether you have a lease up or a stabilized community. So we sort of start at the beginning, which is renderings, animated tours. I absolutely love our renderings. I think like every founder has their favorite product that they've introduced. I think the renderings that we create are incredible.
I used to get renderings from you.
Thank you.
They were really good.
Thank you. And very well priced, I must say.
They really were.
They really are. I know. So renderings, really fun to get in kind of as the building's coming to life. Yeah. So we love that. And then we started as a video company. So we're always trying to break the myth. People are like, oh, you guys just do videos. And we're like, yes, we do, but we do so much more. But we do all kinds of videos. So videos come such a long way. I actually just we're speaking at AIM about videos and kind of how they've transformed over the
evolution
years.
Of video and multiple. Yeah. I love that.
And I just made a timeline video of our very first video in like 2010 up until the videos we create now, and I'm in the first video that the company ever made, and it's like me looking like 15 years younger, a lot thinner, a lot better.
But we all were.
The quality and the difference is just insane from, what we used to shoot until what we're shooting now. And everyone's like driving fast cars and like wearing bright outfits, and we're no longer in the videos.
And you're based in LA too, right?
We're based in LA. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So it looks nice. So renderings, video, and then we do, again, all kind of social media. So from affordable packages all the way up to lease ups and reels and, all the fun things.
And you're both sisters. You're sisters.
We are sisters.
How is it starting a business with family?
It's good. So I started the business and then Christina came in about year 4, thank goodness, because I don't know how people run businesses by themselves, frankly. It's a lonely place, business ownership. So we have each other. People are like, do you fight? And we kind of don't. We figured out our roles in the business. So Christina does sales, I do fire putting out and other things. And yeah, we used to have a big open plan office and we used to share the same area. We changed offices about a year ago and we decided it was time to get our own offices, which is the only separation that we have, because as is family events together, our friends are all the same. We work together, we go to conferences together. We're in Napa right now, we're sharing a room together. Last night we were in the hot tub together. Like it's weird, truthfully. So now we have separate offices.
Now you have a wall.
Yeah.
For part of the day.
However, around 2 p.m. each day, there's a knock on my door and this one's like, I'm lonely. And I'm like, for God's sake, come in. Yeah.
2 p.m. crack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You need your pick-me-up. Some people get coffee.
Yeah. I have chocolate. She wants me.
You have a friend in our office.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
So tell me about how you have a marketing business, you have a content business. How do you market your business?
Well, we like to be an example to our clients. So, and we also understand how hard it is to consistently keep marketing yourselves. Yeah. So we market through social media, consistent posting. We try to do as many reels and short form video as we can. We also like to do short form video ads of ShowMyProperty and getting the reach out there. We have a great marketing team who really help us churn this content out. Of course, we do SEO and all of the like main internet marketing that we have to. Newsletters, consistent emails, and, just to tie sales and marketing together. The sales team, we're old school. We pick up the phone every single day. And even if the sales team are going through to a voicemail, I know a lot of people don't listen to voicemails anymore, but just that drop in the ear of, hey, it's so-and-so from Show My Property, as far as I'm concerned, that's still old school marketing and it still works. So anything I've missed?
Yeah, Christina's really good at sales in this industry because of her accent. The other sales members of the sales team can never quite figure out how she's always at the top. But I'm like, guys, the accent opens the door.
It really
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
it's helpful.
I mean, it's a differentiator for you. It helps you stand out, but it's not the reason why you're good at sales.
Right.
It's just it's the door opener. That's
It's the
all.
door opener.
Yeah.
It absolutely
She gets
is.
in the door.
So tell me about your ideal customer for Show My Property.
I would say, generally speaking, our higher end products usually get picked up by Class A properties. We also have a lot of stuff for lease ups, like because of the rendering kind of segment, we really like to get in at the rendering stage. And we've created packages for the whole life cycle. So it's like, okay, we know that you're building. We know at this point you're going to need photos. At this point, you're going to need social media activation. At this point, you're going to need video. So we've created packages where, you can kind of buy each bit at the beginning and then we come out and shoot as you go. So our, I guess, ideal customer is somebody who's building because we get to give them all of our products and help them all the way through. But, at the same time, somebody who's redone their pool and also needs a new photo shoot is also our ideal customer.
There was a period of time in our evolution where we really our clients were Class B and Class A because our products are fairly priced and everything we do is really high quality. But we felt for a few years we're missing so much of the industry and we want to work with everybody throughout all of our offerings, like virtual tours, smaller photography packages, smaller social media packages. So everybody can now work with us. So we don't discriminate. We want to work with everybody. But yeah, for sure, most of our clients would be sort of Class A lease up.
Absolutely. I mean, up until, 2020, there was not always a lot of investment in the content aspect because, I'll throw a couple pictures on an ILS or run a Google ad and they'll just come see it. And then we got to a point where, no, they're not just going to come see it. And then we also have a whole swath of consumers who are used to getting so much video all the time. It's hard for any business to keep up with that. So I know that we've spoken extensively about TikTok and short form video, and you speak a lot about social at different events. How has your social media strategy for your customers evolved over the last couple of years?
Well, one of my favorite conversations and clients, I won't name her, but she came to me a few years ago and she said, Christina, can you just create me this lease up package for marketing my lease ups on social media? And I went, sure, tell me exactly what you want. I got my pen and paper out. She literally line itemed everything she wanted in this package. I packaged it. I made it look pretty. And off we went to market. And that lease up package is now flying off the shelves, shall we say, because that's how we work. We sit with our clients. I find out exactly what are you missing? What do you need? And that is how we really push out our, all of our offerings, but the social media in particular. And we also have created another package more recently, which is even higher than this. Every bell and whistle that a lease up might need is in this package. So
what are some things in that package that we wouldn't have thought of to put into our lease up strategy?
I don't know. I'd like to think that most people would have thought of this stuff, but maybe it's not involved in every single package. But I'd say a few of the highlights are stills being shot by an account manager, our account manager, alongside so many reels. You got reels coming out your ears, stories coming out your ears, and then our really incredible micro influencer collaborations. And we like to work with micro influencers, not influencers. Micro influencers have a local reach of 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, which is way better than someone who has 1 million followers spread across America. So those collaborations can often be free. And very beneficial to the client.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't ship an apartment across the country like you can a bottle of shampoo. Yeah, there are so much trade opportunities with micro influencers. You know, I've dabbled in using influencers and had a lot of success. When you do work with them, in what capacity is that? Is it for the content, or like are they in the images? Like, how much do you incorporate people into this content?
Well, particularly with the micro influencers, it's multifaceted, but it's about reach. Okay, if a company, if a property is in lease up, how do we get them to have relevant followers? And by working with micro influencers in the right demographic, we recently did one of these collaborations, and the micro influencer created us this great reel. They didn't want any money. They just wanted a day at the property to shoot their content because they want content. They created this beautiful reel. They were in it. Nobody else was. All different aspects of the property. The reach was like 13,000 or something. Wow. You know, you can't get that without putting money behind something. So it's all just scratching each other's backs, using each other to springboard so everybody can elevate.
Absolutely. You brought up reels quite a few times. Obviously, we know how addicting that type of experience is, whether you're on TikTok or on Instagram. How are you doing much paid stuff?
Thank you. Actually, we're speaking about that.
Really?
How
Perfect.
dynamic ads kind of versus static ads and versus carousel ads. So we just run a big test with a few clients, and I can't give you the numbers, but the difference between a dynamic video ad, like taking a chunk of that reel or taking a chunk of a video that we or anyone has produced for you and using that in the ad, is 10x on your, photographic ad. And it's like, it takes time, and people are like, oh, we've got $2,000 ad spend. Like, amazing. That's so great. But then don't chuck out any old ad. Like, yes, your lovely photos of your property are beautiful. But, like you said, the noise on every platform is so insane. Like, how are you grabbing that person? Like, I want to see the drone shot with some text. Like, we know we can't really target people because of fair housing. So how are you going to grab their attention? Because, a photo of a bed isn't going to do it. Like, people will click on it, but we have the ad spend. Let's really go for it. So yeah, we've seen amazing results, and we have clients coming to us now saying, can you just create video ads for us? We don't want anything else. So yeah, it is like the difference is kind of staggering, honestly.
You only have 3 seconds to get them to do anything before they're moving on.
They're off. Yeah, exactly.
I want your thoughts. So I don't use Instagram quite as much as that. I'm chronically on TikTok. I have a time limit on my phone.
So do we.
1 hour, but
and then you just add
15 minutes every time. And I have noticed over the last year or so, this style of ad is significantly different. I mean, sure, you have like your HBOs, your like the big glossy, like when you open TikTok, like this is an ad. But then there's a lot of ads that just don't look like ads. How have you done any experimentation with the like anti-ad looking content?
We haven't, truthfully, no, but thank you for the idea. I'll bring that back to you soon. Yeah, we haven't done that for clients. But I mean, I think authentic looking content works really well. So yeah. I would imagine that it would be great, but it's not something we've tested.
You and I spoke a while ago. I had you on my previous podcast, Renter Obsessed, and we talked extensively about Ryanair's TikTok strategy and just like the not taking yourself seriously, to be not just authentic, but self-aware advertising. Do you see our industry ever moving in that direction, or is it too scary?
We have tried really hard to nudge clients in the direction of humor and personality. And I think something that I've seen in this industry over the decade that we've been in it is like everyone kind of waiting for someone else to test it out, right?
Yes,
so
of course.
there's people that want to do it, and then we'll find a client, we're like, yes, they're going to do it. We're going to shoot a video this way, or we're going to do something authentic. And then as the contract goes up the chain, somebody blocks it, and they're like, no, we can't do that. And it's like, we have some clients that we've done TikToks for, and they're kind of getting there. I think we have, as the multifamily industry, a long way to go until we're really using personality and really using humor, because it is still very new and it is scary. At the end of the day, it's a brand. It's where somebody's going to live. So you have to be very careful about, what you're saying. And we've done TikTok campaigns before, and because there's so many videos that need to go out, we're in the office going, okay, we've got to put out 60 videos a month to be successful on TikTok. How will we work that with the approval process? Because we kind of need the client to say, hey, give us roughly this and roll with it to get that amount of videos approved and potentially re-edited, because one single word somebody at the company didn't like. It's really difficult. So I don't think we're there yet, but if anyone's ready to get there, we are here.
Relinquish control.
Yes. And it's hard.
It is
you have to really trust your agency or your video provider. And hey, we don't necessarily get it right? All of this stuff is trial. All of this stuff is testing. So we love it when we have an innovative client. It's just so fun for all of our office. Everyone's like, yes, like, oh. We had a video that we were trying to make recently, and we all in the office called it the sexy video, because it was just going to be so sexy. And everyone was so excited. Like, anyone who wants to innovate, it's good. Like, it's fresh. We want to see. I saw a Greystar video recently, and it was in this beautiful apartment in like San Fran or something. And everyone in it was like looking to the camera and then looking away, and they all started dancing. And I was like, yes, like, great. Like, that's what we want to see. It's just interesting. Like, let's activate these spaces.
What are your predictions for where your business, where the content creation and really using social to drive real revenue to these properties, where do you see that going over the next few years?
I think it's just like short form is king. We already know it. Like, we do a lot of still 90-second videos, and, renters do watch a lot of them because they do want to rent those places. But all our minds are being trained for the 15-second videos. So it's like, I think we're seeing a lot of video repurposing, which I love. And it's like, okay, let's shoot your 90-second property tour because it's still a building block of marketing. But let's do 10 quick social media cuts. And, let's be authentic and let's use real. I've seen so many cycles within this industry, and I guarantee you, in 3 years, we'll go somehow back to some sort of long form video because everyone will be tired of short form. We'll have no memories left.
Ebbs and flows.
It does. But I mean, we know that video is king, and the smartphone has come such an amazingly long way that I think we shoot a lot of professional videography, but I'm potentially seeing that being phased out. Like, how much are we going to be shooting on our phones? I think a lot more. So the equipment side, I think, is interesting.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts are, I guess, as a company, just to kind of spin off that, what we're working on now is just making sure at the beginning, when a property is ready, camera ready, shooting everything we possibly can with people, without people, on a smartphone, on a professional camera, and giving our clients a content library forever to consistently dip into. And we just have all of this footage, which will set them up until staff changes, which could be within 2 weeks, or renovations or anything like that. So that's what we're thinking now, is just long form, long thinking, bigger thinking, short form video.
Like what we're doing here, batching some content.
Exactly.
You have it. We'll have this for the rest of the year, I'm sure.
Right, repurpose it. Put it on TikTok. Do this. Just get the whole thing and then use it in creative ways. And that's the best way for clients to spend money.
Amazing. Thank you both so much for coming and talk to me today. I'm see you at AIM.
Yes. Yes. Thanks, Sydney.